Well, we've got some major drama coming up on the cobbles this week. When the factory staff head off on a night out they'll never forget. It all starts with 2 trips to Coronation Street tonight at 7:30 and then again at 8:30.
Good morning, Britain. Coming up on the show, the big freeze. Temperatures plunged to the lowest we've seen so far this winter. We'll have correspondents live across the country with everything you need to know to survive the bitter cold.
The government tells mosques force out preachers of hate. Letters are sent to community leaders urging them to tackle radicals and make young Muslims proud to be British.
Divided Britain. New research shows that for every 12 jobs created in the south, 1 is lost in the north.
Will Mulder and Scully return? After 10 years, the X-Files could be in line for a comeback.
Monday, 19th of January 2015, live from ITV Studios in London. This is Good Morning Britain.
Good morning, it's 6 o'clock and you've already been sending us your cold weather pictures. So, this is how 6-year-old Isla has been trying to beat the big freeze blues by wrapping up warm, plenty of layers, and she's dancing, because of course that always keeps you warm.
Absolutely.
That's a good way to start the day.
She's in Hertfordshire this morning.
Charlie, Oliver, Arlo and Arabella have been sightseeing snowy Bolton Abbey.
So how are you coping with the coldest day of the winter? Do send us your photographs. In 10 minutes, we're going to have tips on how to get your hot water running and your cold started?
So, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the cold. It's got to my teeth. Ahead of rush hour this morning.
There is nothing worse than when you come out on a freezing cold day and the car won't start, and you've got to defrost your windscreen and do all that stuff when you're outside.
And the tips for how to get rid of the frost, because I think my tip is not probably something that we should broadcast, but putting hot water on the
that's
windscreen.
really not a good idea.
I know.
Not since about late 70s have they been doing that.
Exactly. There we go, late 70s, that's my era.
Sunita says her new TV gig is the toughest yet. But could it be really harder than working with Simon Cowell? Rich has been getting behind the scenes of Get Your Act Together. Sunita's been learning to pole dance. That's coming up at 10 to 7.
Laura is here with our first look at the weather. Very good morning to you, Laura. So you're our main story this morning, effectively, really.
Yes.
How cold is it out there?
Minus 10.5 degrees over Highlands, Scotland. All of us waking up to a frost this morning. And it's not just the fact that it's bitterly cold, it's just the fact that it's going to stay with us all week long. The longest spell of prolonged cold we've seen for 2 years. So you need to pay attention to the forecast coming up and wrap up as well.
We will see you then. So that is our main headline this morning, the impact of those bitter...